In this video lecture, we are going to look at inheritance in Python programming. Okay, inheritance is just like, or as we all know, taking over the properties that belongs to someone else and acquiring it to be yours. Let's say your dad has some properties left, and when after all, he will that properties to you, the properties becomes yours automatically. You are not the one that owns them, but now it belongs to you, and you are the original owner of the whole property. So, you can inherit some trends from your dad onto your mom. Maybe there is some trends in your blood that you can inherit from your dad on your mom or any other person. So in that same way, you can inherit some things in Python programming. Not you, a developer. Okay, let's go ahead and check out. We have these we created in the previous lectures. Let's go ahead and create another class that we inherit the properties of the class employee. Let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm going to create a class, and I'm going to call that class company, and this company is going to inherit the properties of employee. Okay? So let's go ahead. So I'll go ahead and define the function. Let me go ahead and say stuff. And I'm going to give it the properties of the employee, the name, and the salary. Alright, so go ahead and set employee. I'm using the properties of the employee. And let's go ahead and call self, name, and age. Wow. Salary. Alright, so now we have our these. Let's go ahead and implement it. So go ahead and create an object, and let the object be, let's call the object to be EM. And EM is equal to company. And let's go ahead and pass in the values. The name of the employee is hello, and the salary is $950. So go ahead and print out this, run this code. Employee's name is hello and his salary is $950. And you can see that this is a property of the class employee and not the properties of the class company. But the class company inherited the properties of employee. And was able to do that. Use it to print out this. Okay, I believe that is really very easy. You can create many classes and inherit the properties of another class. Let's go ahead and create another class so that you can know all these. So create another class. Maybe call this class profession. Class profession. And inherit the properties of employee. And I'll define this. Will be developer. And the name and the salary. Okay, so let's go ahead and inherit the properties of the employee class. Then self, the name, and the salary. Okay, so drag this down. So let's go ahead and create, let me call this PR. And this is objects, or these things we create are objects. You see that? Because someone might ask me, what is the name of all these? They are the objects of this class. So, profession. And you go ahead and pass in the value as the name is educate and the salary is $1 million. Oh, wow, that is great. So let's go ahead and run this code and check it out. You see that? Name is educate and his salary is, wow, that is amazing. Well, so you can go ahead and inherit many. You can create many classes and they will all inherit the properties of another class. And that is all about inheritance in Python programming. And go ahead and implement that and check that out. And make sure you are getting something positive. If you have any question, you go ahead and use the question and answer section. And I'm going to respond back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so remember you can be able to create this or everything as well. Before I close this, you can say E is equal to employee. Alright, and let's go ahead and say employee is you, that is your name, and your salary is, okay, let's give you $1,000. Wow, that's great. So run this and check it out. So it was able to print out all these. So this is all about inheritance in Python programming. And thank you for watching. I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.